when will the line be completed? Everybody in the world likes to have a timeline for the line. So what's your best estimate from shovel to completion?
The first major milestone is going to be by 2025. So out of the 170 kilometers, half of it will be complete by that milestone. And we already have signed major contracts that are complementary of delivering that socioeconomic sustainability within the line. So if I could shed light on two opportunities, the first one is on green hydrogen. If we look at NEOM, when we look at the solar and the wind profile, it's one of the top 3 destinations of our ability to convert wind and solar to energy. And this is why Aqua Power and Air Products have signed a $5 billion deal to make sure that on the line within NEOM, we, as the thermal leader in the world, we're also going to be the sustainable and green energy leader of the world. The second major opportunity that we've managed to sign is with Google and Alibaba Cloud, where if you look at NEOM, within 4 hours or 8 hours, you could touch 400 million people or close to 1 billion population. And it's going to be the interconnect of tech and digital for 3 continents. And that's why we're very proud of the major milestones we have signed on the line.
Let's talk a little bit about the data that you may gather in this new city of the future, if you forgive my vintage description. The data, what data are you going to gather? Is it my health, my lifestyle, my mobility, or is it everything about me? And how comfortable will people be with that?
So last year, Manus, we've led the digital economy track within the G20. And I had the personal pleasure of being the chairman, in which we drove consensus on the OECD principles, which data have to be transparent, has to be robust, has to be for human-centric. And within the line, we are committing to adhere to the best OECD principles in making sure that we manage and own that data while respecting data privacy and sovereignty.
Will that data be for Saudi sovereign use, or will you share and sell that to Alibaba and to Google?
Now, when it comes to the best practices, if you look at today's most advanced implementations of data governance and laws, it's really the ownership is of the person. And if the person allows companies or corporations to use that data, definitely we are all in for consumer protection and opting in. And these are the best practices that indeed we are committing to.
What's the most revelatory piece of technology that we're going to experience living in the line?
Now, within the line, we're focusing on the 3 C's. We're going to connect, compute, and contextualize. And contextualize is the ability to deliver a cognitive city that is going to predict the next time we're going to have a major issue within a pothole or within a road or within a maintenance aspect. And our ability to predict that and to prevent that from happening and fix it preemptively, that's the level of city level innovation we're talking about. If we're talking at the person level, we're talking about the ability to connect with Dr. NEOM, the ability to talk to machine in a virtual setting at any instance and do with the diagnosis and the prognosis within the fingertips of your hands. All of the major developments that were a retrofit to the world post-COVID-19, they are being built by design on the line.
You're also sitting on the board. You wear a number of different hats, Excellency. You are on the board of NEOM. So what is the next major project for NEOM?
So today we're launching the line, which is the next evolution and the new urban model for the next 150 years. And this is going to be major because if you look at the 4 industrial revolutions that we're celebrating today, they're focusing on machine and cars and not people. So the line by itself is going to have a community of innovative projects. I've shed some light on green hydrogen, which is going to be a revolution in the energy mix. And we're actively talking with investors and innovators such as Alibaba and Google to go from connect, compute, and contextualize.
Look, part of the idea is to build this new city is to attract new investment. Whilst you may have strategic alliances with Google and Alibaba for technology and cloud, what global names are committed at this stage to construct in the line and be part of the line?
No, let me clarify, Menace. When I meant agreement, I'm talking committed money. Between Google and Alibaba, we have $1.5 billion committed in tech and digital. That's the largest investment in the MENA region when it comes to the digital economy. Air Products with Equipower, that's $5 billion committed with an offtake agreement from the East. We're talking about serious money that have been committed by the top tier companies to build this dream and realize it with us.
What does that mean for jobs? If you've got that level of dollar commitment, I appreciate it's in tech, and so it's not necessarily equivalent to human capital. But how will this translate to jobs and presence in the city?
Now, when we're talking about the direct impact for tech and digital, definitely we're talking about high net knowledge worker jobs.
Yes.
But it's the multiplier effect, Menace, and we have seen it across the board. For every tech job, you see anywhere between 2 to 5x jobs. And we're projected, if you're talking about 10,000 jobs, that it's going to be north of the 100,000 jobs of great opportunities in tourism, in ecotourism, opportunities in construction and other industries.